Most paint manufacturers fail not because they lack money, not because they lack machine. They fail because they don't understand the system. Paint manufacturing is not about mixing, it's about understanding the system. I run a paint production business and I train manufacturers to stop guessing and start building professional system wherever you are in the world. Now, let me be honest with you. You see, most people start paint manufacturing backwards. They buy chemical first, they copy formula, and then they hope it works for them. Professional don't start with chemical. I have to be honest with you. They start with performances. And this is what you need to understand, especially most of us that want to start paint manufacturing business. You need to understand all this system. Now, what is the performances? You see, professional, they ask, what must this paint do? How must it behave? What problem must it never fail? And when you get this thing right, you'll be able to know how durable your paint will be, which is the performances. Now, every paint product is built on three foundations: the structure, the function, and the balance. You need to know what exactly this structure, function, and balance it's all about. So in this video, I'm not going to be explaining structure, function, and balance. That is why I come here every week to educate you properly on how to start a successful paint manufacturing business. I'm going to drop the link in the description. So if you missed our previous video, the one before this video, go watch it. It's going to explain to you properly about structure, function, and balance. So now, crack don't start on the wall. They start in the mixing tank. The powdering issue, the peeling issue, the settling down, and customer complaints, all of these issues that you see after your paint production, when you apply it on the wall, the finishes, they all happen during the mixing process, right inside your mixing drum or your mixing tank. It is in this stage that you will determine if your paint is going to peel, or if it's going to be powdery, or if your customer is going to have issues or they're going to complain about your product. Have that in your mind. So that is why when you understand this system, you'll be able to control your production process orderly. That is why you need to follow an order. Be honest with yourself. Are you guessing or building with structure? Comment below, guessing or structure. Let me know which of us that are following this tutorial, or those of us that are already professional paint manufacturer. Are you structured or you're still guessing? For some of us that will be wondering, how do I start a paint manufacturing business? What exactly do I need to do? Yes, I've been hearing about this business, or Glina, you've been communicating to us about this business, or how do I start properly? Am I going to make the right decision? Am I going to invest my money properly? Is this business lucrative? How do I go starting this business with my capital, and of course building this business to a bigger paint brand that I will also employ workers to come work for me. And at the end of the day, I know that my money is not being wasted. Now, the zero to manufacturing program is for you. You see, if you hear me talking about zero to manufacturing program, zero join the zero to manufacturing program. Even my previous students, they didn't go through this training. The reason is because over the years, I usually structure a particular training to give out to those interested to start paint manufacturing business. So what my older students learned when they came into the community, plus all the researching, all the complaints, all the expertise over the years is what that has been put together to create this course. And of course, all my old students are also going to go through the same course. They are going to watch it to get their system structurized again. For some of them that have been into paint manufacturing business over the years, they're going to still watch this training. For some of them that are still confused, I don't know why they're confused. Maybe they still want to go about getting random formulation, because we are human. We want to learn. We want to be more enlightened. I don't know somebody that has been in paint manufacturing for 7 years, 5 years, 8 years, and you're still going about looking for some persons to teach you, whereas you are meant to be teaching. Then what is wrong? Your structure is still shaking. You still did not get it properly. So now, that is why the zero to manufacturing training is for you as a paint manufacturer, even a painter. This course is not limited to, okay, I'm a painter, I don't need to produce paint. Of course, you need to produce paint. That is where you make more money from. Oh, I'm a contractor. No, I'm just good at giving the painting job and buying the paint. No, you need to manufacture your own paint brand. You understand? So now, this course is not all about recipe, formulation. No, of course, you're going to get it, but it is about thinking like a manufacturer, what you need to do. And this is not something that you can get anywhere. This is something that I've passed through over the years. Like I tell my students, I tell them my success story. I tell them how I started. I teach them the struggle. Of course, me myself, I've been bounced. My first product that I took into the market, I went to meet a lady because I thought she was a lady. But this mama told me, she touched the paint, she put it on the wash, she said, ah, you need to work on your product though. There is no coverage. I looked at it. I was starting new. I didn't even know what coverage was then. I asked her, I said, what is coverage? She said, see as it did for war. It didn't cover very well. I was like, whoa. She said, but it's drying fast. It dry fast. I like it. She said, go and work on it and came. Most persons would have been frustrated. They would have left the business. They would have, what's wrong with this man? But I went back to my drawing table and I reproduce the paint. I call my mentor and say, see what the ladies, he say, oh, okay, no cover, okay. Add so chemical. And because I love to learn and I asked myself, so this chemical is what makes paint to have coverage. So without it, no coverage. So what happens if I add more chemical? And what happens if I reduce it? And what happens if this chemical is like this? I started to educate myself even before I went for an advanced training. And immediately I did the production. I went it back to the lady and she said, give me 154 liters. But the first time I went to her shop was just with 2 buckets. And I came back with my 2 buckets. And today, the rest is the history. So what I'm teaching in this course is what I've passed through, the struggles, the success, everything that I went through. And that is how I teach my students. I tell you, this is how it is. Don't let anybody deceive you. To become successful, you have to put your legs on the ground. You have to learn. Most of the times I abandon my student. I don't even talk to them for like 1 month or 2 months. And the next thing I come back to them. Do you know why? Because I want them to be a better researcher. I want them to sit down and learn everything I've taught them. And they should strain their brain because that is what make them a good brand. That is what is going to build them. So tomorrow they can teach and educate their staff. Those of my students that come to me with questions, they know I love them and they know I answer them. And because I see their potential and I see even what I see in them is even more than me because I see me learning from them tomorrow. You understand? So, this course, like I said, is understanding the raw material, understanding order of addition, understanding control. So if you want to learn paint manufacturing the right way, like going to school, you want to go to paint coating school, then this course is for you. You're going to read. My student know. If you don't want to study, I will leave you. After going round, 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 you come back to me, then I still tell you what to do. You can't escape it. That is it. Rome was not built in a day. You see big brand, you love them, you want your product to be like them. They go for training. They send their staffs for training. They too, they go for researching. So if you don't want to learn, why will you grow? You understand? You want free formulation, you want free tutorial. Of course, you will have all that. But you need to get the proper knowledge. You need to understand what you're doing in your paint manufacturing business. If I was getting free knowledge, free formulation, free this, I won't be here today teaching you or sharing what I paid so much amount for you to get it just like that. Because these days you can get knowledge anyhow. It's not like those days. You know you pay through your nose. But now, because everybody wants to teach, everybody wants to make money. They don't care. So they are giving out things that are useful. They give it like that because they feel they don't know the importance. They didn't pass through anything to get the knowledge. They got it on a platter of gold. So they throw it out. But when you have problem, when you see that something is missing somewhere. I've been a paint manufacturer for 5 years, but something you now start looking for that expert knowledge. I tell my students the truth. You want to give me your money, I'll take your money. But please, there are things you need to concentrate. There are areas where you need to put your money when you learn paint manufacturing the right way. We are here to make money. I know, but first, you need to get what you want to be out of your business. I tell my students, and I tell you the right way. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. You understand? And like I said, you don't need a factory to start. You need the foundation. You start small, you build clean, and you scale with control. Before we continue, remember to subscribe. Don't just watch, support this channel. To our Glinified students worldwide, our channel members, and our subscribers, thank you. If you're new here, you're welcome. We love having you here. Give these videos a thumbs up by liking this video, and of course, drop on the comment section if you are still guessing or you are structured. The differences between a guesser and a manufacturer is not money, it is understanding. That is it. If you want to learn paint manufacturing professional as a beginner or already producing, then join the Zero to Manufacturing program. Of course, the link is in description. You can also explore our Glinified Paint ebook for advanced expert formulation. Thank you. for watching. Until the next class, bye for now.